Hello unicorns and welcome back to my channel and this video that is kind of new for me, but I've seen a lot of people on YouTube do similar things like wish lists and discussing new makeup and whether or not they're gonna buy it. So I thought, you know what, I want to do that too because I love discussing new makeup and I do with my friends, and also I've been on Snapchat, so I decided that I was gonna do this kind of segment on my channel which is gonna be new makeup going on the wish list or not. And I wanted to talk about like things both like anti-hauling them and also telling you which things I am actually planning to pick up, and this will be a way for me to let you know what's coming up on my channel and also how I think when it comes to whether or not I want to buy it or not. And I'm just gonna pick I'm picking from my phone. I'm going through my two favorite Instagram accounts when it comes to makeup news. It is Hot Fire Makeup. She has a bit more like unusual brands. She does bring up indie brands as well, and also of course I am checking out Trend Mood 1, which basically everybody is. So I think the first one I want to talk about is the Top Notch. It has to be Top Notch by Voss, and I will show you a picture of how it looks. So this palette, I mean, if you know me, you know that I am not buying this palette. I mean, I could end it there. I actually wanted to bring up this palette in this first in this segment because I wanted to like let you know, or more ask you, like, do you want to have like I did a video called what I think the 3502 should have been, and I will leave that up here if you haven't seen it. I was very pleased with that video, although I did get a lot of thumbs down, but it was just my opinion on how I thought the palette should have looked like. And I think that Voss doing a cool tone palette is fun, but they are, according to me, going on about it in the whole like wrong way. There are so many other cool tones that they could have put in this palette, and with the Holy Grail they really encapsulated what people love with warm tone shadows, and I don't feel like they did that with this palette. So I'd love to do a video like what I think that the Top Notch should have been. So if you want to see that, please let me know down below in the comments. I always read all my comments and I try to answer all my comments, and sometimes I miss some, and I'm sorry if I do. I've just been getting a lot of comments lately. But yeah, I am not getting this palette. I desperately want to support Voss. I think they're bringing out a lot of fun things all the time. They're bringing out eyeshadow palettes and highlighter palettes, but Voss, you're making it damn hard when you're bringing out just beige palettes like this. So I'm gonna skip this one, maybe next time. Next palette I want to talk about is a palette that I have been getting a lot of questions about, and that is the Prism palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I have not decided yet. I have heard that it is not the same as the subculture, and I have actually changed my opinion on the subculture from hating it to eh. If the video is already up, I will leave it up here. I don't think it is. If the new video with me trying the palette again is not up, I'll just leave the old video here so you can see where my first standpoint was. But I'm afraid that the Prism palette is going to be the same as the subculture palette. Some people say it is, some people say it isn't. If you have tried it, would you let me know? I think it's coming to Sweden, like it's coming to Europe, and if it is, I might pick it up. But I don't know, like let me know what you think. In a way I feel like it's just a neutral palette with a lime green, and I love that lime green, but I'm so torn on this one. Let me know, do I need a Prism palette? Like, do I? Okay, let me know, you have to let me know. Next thing I want to talk about is the little palettes from Colored Raine. This brand is a brand I actually want to try badly. I have one eyeshadow from them. Yeah, one. I want to try them so bad, but I feel like neither of these palettes really spoke to me. I mean, like every palette had like one or two colors that I'd love to try, but I didn't feel like any of the combos were something that was like, yes, I want to try this one. I think that the price point might be a bit up there for an indie brand for a smaller eyeshadow palette, but I love smaller eyeshadow palettes, and I would have bought one or even two if the color scheme was more up my alley. I feel like they weren't really hitting it home with me on these, so I am not buying these. I might buy, I heard that they are bringing out another eyeshadow palette. It's like sheers to the Beauty or Cheers to something. That hopefully will be more up my alley. I'm hoping that that will be a bit more unique and a bit more bright and just appealing to me, so I might pick up that one, but I'm not gonna pick up any of these smaller ones. Next palette I want to talk about, or more like a collection, is the collection between Divine, is she called that, and Kat Von D. I don't know when this is being released, and to be honest, I'm not even sure this is gonna reach Sweden, but I wanted to address it because I think that this might be one of those palettes where people are like, there's not a transition shade, I don't know what to do with this palette doesn't have a full look, blah 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 blah. This palette isn't meant to be your go-to palette. This palette isn't meant to be your go-to palette. I would love to buy this palette if I had the opportunity. Unfortunately, I don't think I will. This feels like one of those collections that's not gonna reach Sweden. And if I can, I want to pick this up because I feel like it's interesting and unique. I have mentioned before on my channel that I'm really sick and tired of hearing people say the beauty community, they need to bring out something new, things need to be more unique, and as soon as something unique comes out, the same people are like, oh, I don't know what to do with this, it doesn't have a transition shade, where's my peachy shade, blah blah blah. So I would love to buy this palette if I could. I don't think that I can, but I'm putting it on my wish list because if it's ever available to me, I'm gonna pick it up for sure. Next palette I want to talk about is something that I really shouldn't want this bad, but I feel like, oh, it's so pretty. Wait, let me find it so I can tell you the proper name. Why don't I have internet? Oh, here it is. It is a new palette from Sigma. Is it a highlighter palette? It is called the Sigma Beauty Chroma Glow. It looks like it's a highlighting palette with some really unique shades, and when I look real close I see that the shade names of the pans are the same as they have from the Loose Pigments collection, and I really like those loose pigments. Some of them are really pretty and amazing, and this just seems really unique, and I shouldn't want this, but I really do like Sigma Beauty's makeup. They are so underrated. I've been so happy with the things that I bought and received, and I might pick this up. I might pick this up. You know what? I'm putting it on my wish list. I think it's beautiful. The packaging is stunning, so yeah, I might want this. The last thing I wanted to discuss is the thing that I've been asked the absolute most if I'm gonna pick up, and that is the new palette from Juvias Place. It is the Saharan 2 palette. I just wanted to mention this last on my channel because obviously I picked it up. Obviously I bought it. I also actually did order the Nubian 2. I didn't buy the Nubian 1, but I did buy the Nubian 2, and then I do have all the palettes that Juvias Place has released except the Nubian 1, but that is just too neutral for me. I'm never gonna use that, so there's just no point. But the Saharan 2, I mean, doesn't it look a lot like the holiday palettes from Natasha Denona? I feel like they have the same thing going on, and if you pick in the bright gold yellow from the Magic palette, you would basically have the Natasha Denona palette, so I'm really excited to receive that palette. It is in the mail on its way to me, and I will of course do videos about it when I get it, and it is a bit more neutral than the other palettes that I have from Juvia's Place, but I think it's going to be a good addition to the other ones I have, and those blues look amazing, and that peachy like shimmer, oh, looks so good. So yeah, I'm so far everything that Juvia's Place is releasing, I pretty much want it. But I mean, let me know, did you pick up this palette? Did you feel like it was up your alley? I want to know this about all the things I discussed today. Is this up your alley? Is this on your wish list? Or are you feeling the same as I did about some of these things, where you're like, no thank you ma'am, I ain't getting that. So that was it. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to subscribe, the button is down below. I'd love to have you. I will try to film more of these, and if there's anything specific you'd like me to discuss in this, you can always send me a snap or a direct message on Instagram, or just tag me in anything and I can have a peek at it, because I'd love to see what you would like to see me discuss, and I will try and film these at least like once or twice a month. I think that would be like appropriate. So yeah, I'm really excited. Let me know what you think. I will see you in my next video, which will be real soon. Bye!